Okay, welcome back. This is going to be part 2 of the Flint Lockwood drawing. Okay, so far we've sketched it in, and now we're going to add black line and we're going to add a few more details. Okay, so here we go. We'll start where it's easy. So I'll start on his hair because you can't really... Oh, I'm just using a Pilot V Razor fiber tip pen for this. And this is a water-soluble pen, so if I want to come back later and sort of paint this in with just water over this ink, that's an easy thing to do. Okay, so be mindful of his crazy hair. Nice big thick spikes of hair sticking out. And when you draw hair, you always want to sort of have it going the direction of the hair. You never want to draw across. You never want to shade this way. You always going to want to shade. See, if the hair's falling down his head this way, then I can shade this way. But I would never go across that way. Okay, so here we go. These little middle fill-in ones sort of make it look more like hair. These blocked in thick ones are just form. Okay. There we have it. Pretty good for his hair. Okay. Now be very careful on your lines. You want to choose your best line now. So I'll do his eyebrow first because it's in front. Even though it's going to be blacked in, still good practice too. Choose it in front. Okay, and there. Around his nose very carefully. I'm not using sketcher's grip anymore. Now we're using writer's grip. Have it. Around his chin. Hold your breath. There we go. So far so good. Now in here looks a little messy. So I'm going to make a decision. So that comes down here. Collar comes off of there and then down, and then collar comes down here, okay? Same thing here, follows his shoulder down, oops, and in, and then this one follows his body line down, down, curves across, and then you can actually put a little wrinkle there if you like. Sort of helps to make it look like it's flowing that way. Okay, and then I'll attach this here, and I'll attach this there. Continuing this line down. Down to there, and over to his hand. Okay, so here's his shoulder. So we can start with a little wrinkle, and to do a wrinkle you just cut in across the main line like that, and you always want to kind of do it on the pressed side of the curve, not the stretched side of the curve. So they call it stretch and squash. So you want to do it on the squashed side, not the stretched side. So on this side we won't have any wrinkles, on this side we have wrinkles. Okay? Buttons. Be really careful now, every line matters. Okay? Put a little wrinkle there, a wrinkle here, two. See, that's just a little bunch. And And then here, you can put a little wrinkle here, but you're probably okay just going around that corner. He's got a cuff over here, so he's going to have a cuff over here too. And then in we go. Okay, don't forget his shirt. Collar, and then he's got his pants on. So here's a belt. I'm going to put a belt on him here. And this little wrinkle there, bottom of his pants. Little wrinkle here for his knee, bottom of his pants there. Little wrinkle here, bottom of his pants. And a little outie wrinkle for his knee. So you don't want to do exactly the same thing every time. Okay, now his hands are going to take a little more care. So I'm going to go all the way down and around. And then I'm going to put a split there. For that finger. Okay, and some smaller details. Let's see if I've changed anything here. Let's see if I've missed any. Oh yeah, here, I'm gonna put a little pocket here and then a little pocket there. Okay, just indicators of pockets. You don't have to have too much detail. Oh, missed a little line here. There's neck. I'm going to spin it just a little bit to do his hand this way. I try to keep it as still as I can, but this is one that's a little more delicate. Okay, so the second finger. The third finger, fourth finger. Okay. That's pretty simplistic. We probably could have gone around that a little more carefully, but that's okay. Okay, now ankle into the shoe and ankle into the shoe. And then his shoes are pretty simple. They're just this. Out we go, up and over, and then back. You can put a couple of laces in there if you like. So in behind, out, up, and back. Okay, so there we go. There's Flint Lockwood. Will Lockwood. Okay, now I'll erase. Just probably need a little line in here, probably. Could use a little something there. Okay. I'll erase all my sketch lines very, very carefully. Hold very close to your eraser when you're erasing. Hold your hand here so that it doesn't go like this and then crease. So take your time. Hopefully this isn't shaking the camera too much. And if I have a brush out here, oh yeah, there we go, I do too. I'll show you how this water-soluble ink works. Got a brush. I'm just going to fill in his hair with this now. This ink will move as soon as it hits the water. See? Just fill it right in there. This is just a watercolor brush that I'm using. So I'll take some of that same ink that I just picked up. I'll put it in his ear. A little more water. I can do his shoes. Do his pants. See, just picking up a little bit of that ink. And it just flows around. Well, I think that's good. Yeah, that's about all I can do unless I introduce color. Here, I'm going to give him a red shirt. Just going to give him a little bit of a color on his shirt here. Just to help separate. You can see that ink flowing in there too. There we go. Do a little separation of his lab coat. This isn't watercolor paper that I'm working on, so it's pretty dicey. Okay, so there it is. Practice, practice. Show me your results. Thanks. Bye.